Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to Ring of Honor here live on the Nation Network. The Ring of Honor World Champion will be in action here tonight. We have got the tag team champions in action as well. Six-man tag team action going to kick things off when we return. This is Ring of Honor. All right, fans, we are ready to kick things off with six-man tag team action.
Is a six-man tag team match. Introducing first, from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing in at 250 pounds, Wolf P.J. Black.
P.J. Black, the Darewolf, makes his way into the ring. He'll be captaining his team going up against the newly formed Ring of Honor Horsemen. These New Age Horsemen still finding their way. They represent one of the tag team champions around here, and that is the AEW Tag Team Champions. Team formerly known as the Hollywood Blondes. Now, of course, they are representing the Horsemen.
Combined weight of 479 pounds.
Well, when we talk about teams that represent and what they used to represent, we're looking at the Gun Club now, but things have changed with the Gun Club in recent months. Well, indeed, they no longer rely on their famous father to get ahead, doing things on their own, distancing themselves. And I believe that was a very wise move on their part, because the truth be told, they don't need anyone in their corner. They are talented enough to make it on their own, and tonight they've got the guiding light that is P.J. Black, and I think that will do them just as much good as anybody else they could have had in their corner. No doubt about it, and we are going to find out just how ready the New Age Horsemen are for a challenge like this in Ring of Honor. Brock Anderson leading the team.
And at a combined weight of 683 pounds, the Tag Team Champions.
Well, we're taking a look at the AEW Tag Team Champions right there in Brian Pillman and Griff Garrison. And as we mentioned already, they now represent the Horsemen. Brock Anderson, his father, of course, Arn Anderson. He is the liaison, if you would, of the New Age Horsemen. It was Pillman that walked up to him saying that he was going to reform the Horsemen as a tribute to his late great father. Arn Anderson said, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. Well, still a lot of speculation on who the fourth member of the team may end up being. At this point in time, nobody has been named. And we welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network as things get kicked off very quickly. No handshake here as PJ Black goes to town on Pillman. We've got J-Rocks live watching us here on the Nation Network. Pillman Jr. is in a lot of trouble now. Pump handle slam perhaps. Has him up. Oh, into a gut buster. And PJ Black doing a number on the Horseman. When we take a look at Brian Pillman Jr., we see a lot of his father in him. And I do believe he was cut from the right cloth to become a Horseman. Double team now. We talked earlier about the Guns getting away from Billy Gunn to make their own name in the business, and that has worked out very well for them here in Ring of Honor in particular. Well, sometimes when you have a famous father or any other relative for that matter who has established a long-standing reputation in the business of any kind, but especially professional wrestling, it can be very hard to get what you want out of professional wrestling when you're in that shadow. The fans come to expect perhaps seeing another incarnation of what they've already been used to. No doubt about it. The Guns are finding their own identity, and they have been doing a tremendous job week in and week out. Nice move right there by Brock Anderson, taking him over, and now comes over and makes a tag to Garrison. Garrison from behind. German suplex, nicely done. Diving tag made, and now Colton is in. Comes up with a drop kick that misses the mark. Well, he manages to come over. Went for the springboard, nobody home. Nice move right there. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Will that be enough to pull one out? PJ Black now going to work. From the middle rope now, PJ Black looking down across the back. Griff Garrison right now is definitely in a whole lot of trouble, not even moving here on the floor. Drop down, comes back over the top, flying drop kick right to the face. Garrison throws that shoulder into the midsection. Now a big uppercut. makes the tag. Here comes Austin. Went for the clothesline. It was blocked. And Garrison still waiting and looking for the opportunity to make the tag. Nice reverse suplex. Dropped him face first into the canvas. Well, right now the tide has turned. The Gun Club going to have to figure out something, and this is where the leadership, perhaps, of PJ Black will suddenly pay off. When we look at the 6 members making up these 2 teams, by far, PJ Black is the senior man. He is the guy with the most experience. But I would say a close second would be Brian Pillman Jr., and that gives 1 on each team. Tremendous move right there by Brock Anderson to turn things around. Resembling his father just a little bit right there, the enforcer. There's that lunging tag made, and now look at this, the 2 collide. Both had similar ideas, and now Pillman and PJ Black, the 2 men that we mentioned, have the senior experience. Pillman with an overhand right, and that stunned PJ Black all the way over the top rope, and to the floor he goes. This is our opening contest if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Claudio Castagnoli will be in action later tonight, non-title match. Jay Lethal, the television champion, will be in action as well. It is indeed going to be a very interesting and entertaining night of professional wrestling here in Ring of Honor. Referee's count has made it to 6. Pillman says, why don't you get back in? He does. PJ Black now catches him with a roll-up, and this will be huge if he pulls it up, but not quite enough. Garrison back in again, and now PJ Black continued on Pillman, and that opened up the opportunity for Garrison. Oh, what a move by Griff Garrison. Might have knocked him out. Going for the cover. He got him. Well, that is a tremendous victory right there for the New Age Horsemen. They needed a win like this just to prove a point. But again, we wonder what the future is going to look like for this team. That is a most impressive win right there. Close call right there. It looked like we might have had PJ Black pulling out the win, but it didn't happen. And there is the cover.
Here are your winners.
The New Age Horsemen are victorious here in our opening contest on Ring of Honor. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay with us. Check out the fastest growing show on the Nation Network.
Yeah, it takes time, hours. People just see the finished product and it's like, oh, you pump out stuff so quickly, but people don't realize, I mean, it's a balancing act, and a lot of people don't get that.
We're the creators and talents that have provided us countless hours of entertainment.
I've been putting up on Twitter, I opened like a DeviantArt account, and I've been putting videos that I make there for my guys.
Come to sit down and share their memories, experiences, and upcoming projects.
Definitely not. The greatest wrestling game of all time? I don't think so.
Formerly known as Inside the Creator Studio.
Wow, it's great to be inside the Creator Studio. And who did you create today, mate?
We now invite you to check out The Rub.
I was looking at your schedule just for this past month on the food truck alone. And you got like a 1985 Hulk Hogan schedule going on here, where you got like a morning, a noon, and a night, same day. Then the next day you're in this town. The next day, and I'm thinking to myself,
yeah.
Were you that busy traveling when you were in the ring?
I know, right? I think, yeah, busier, and actually making more money now than I'm not wrestling.
So, you know what? I'm going to make money doing this. I'm going to name my price. I am going to do conventions. I'm going to do expos. I'm going to do weddings. I'm ordained to marry people. I've done weddings. I'm the whole 9 yards, man. I absolutely said there's nothing that I can't do with this character.
And all your fans out in your nation, we love you, mate. The Bootleggers love you. And hope to see you around. Still on the road. Whoa! Yay!
Only on the Nation Network.
All right, fans, we are back and ready. Here is the ROH Women of Honor champion, Tessa Blanchard, representing Tully Blanchard. Wait a minute! Mercedes Martinez wasting no time at all. Well, there's no love lost between these two ladies, and we know that for a fact. But now take a look at this. We might not end up having a match here tonight. Martinez thrown into the ring, and now Tessa Blanchard drives her head first into the knee. Referee standing by. We have not even called for the bell yet. Martinez manages to break free. Blanchard backs her into the turnbuckle. Oh man, head first into that middle turnbuckle, and that one snapped her back. Well, it's well known and well documented that Tessa Blanchard has had a bit of a bad attitude, especially when it comes to the backstage area. She and Mercedes Martinez have had nothing but bad things to say about one another. She is the lone female member of Tully Blanchard Enterprises. Her father, of course, the CEO of that company. She walked in the front door of the Ring of Honor and she took the Women of Honor Championship, something that Mercedes Martinez has an issue with. Well, she's got an opportunity right here to do something about it, but thus far hasn't been able to put the champ down. Oh, she put her down that time. Tessa Blanchard is seeing stars. And again, the champion is in a whole lot of trouble now. Martinez going to try and separate that shoulder, perhaps. Tessa Blanchard being turned inside out. Oh, clothesline almost took her head right off. Fans, we are going to go to commercial. We'll be back in a moment.
The Nation Network brings you the stars of today's WWE roster in alternative storylines. Whether you like it Raw or prefer to be SmackDown, or even check out tomorrow's Legends today with NXT. We have them all right here on the Nation Network. When you want wrestling that makes an impact, join us here on the Nation Network. The best of the past, the present, and the future. Impact Wrestling like you've never seen it before, exclusively on the Nation Network. Your winner and new World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion,
Join us for Classic Calls, the live stream that captures the feel of the old days of professional wrestling. With the power of the classic board game Superstar Pro Wrestling, we bring the legends back to life as only we can.
Distracting the referee Valentine. Oh, low blow.
Names like Flair, Funk, Rhodes, Hogan, Snuka, Piper, and many others will rise to glory once again on the only channel that can contain the action, the Nation Network.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was an upset.
Look for it on Saturday evenings at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time.
As long as I've seen you, I see a lot of great talent in you. I see a lot of potential, something you could have a tremendous future right here in Ring of Honor. But you'd have even a better opportunity as a member of the Four Horsemen. Just think about that.
Well, we just heard Arn Anderson making an offer. But to who? Yeah, a lot of people, I think, would be very interested to know exactly who that offer was being made to.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Ring of Honor World Wrestling Champion, Cesaro!
As we take a look at the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Champion, Claudio Castagnoli, since claiming that title, has been a fighting champion. And while the title might not be on the line here tonight, that really doesn't matter because he knows he's going up against one of the best that there is out there in the world of professional wrestling in Timothy Thatcher.
From Sacramento, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, Timothy Thatcher.
Timothy Thatcher, he is an exquisite in-ring performer. He takes wrestling to a different level, and he is going to go and by all means bring out the very best that Claudio has. And Claudio knows that. That's why he signed a match like this. He's made it very clear he wants only to fight the very best, and that is exactly what he'll have here tonight. Bell sounds, action's underway. Look at Claudio blocking the first couple of shots. But then a few get through, and this is, look, wait a minute. Oh, big chop to the chest. Nice move by the champion there, using the weight and the momentum to take Thatcher over. But Thatcher right back in control as he just yanked him by the head and the neck and threw the champion across the ring. And Castagnoli having trouble getting up from that one. Very dangerous hold that he put on him. It is legal, however. Off the top rope with the elbow drop, goes and hooks the leg, but Castagnoli able to get a leg underneath the bottom rope. Referee knew that. Over the top rope and out to the floor. Castagnoli decides to take the action here to ringside. And now the champion firing away with a series of right hands. And oh, there it is, that clubbing forearm right to the back of the head. Might have knocked him out. Well, you can tell by the way he's standing there right now. He's seeing stars. It's going to take him a moment to clear his head. Might be getting into the ring a little bit too quickly, but the referee's count was already up to 4. Thatcher just hit with a roundhouse kick to the head, and that really rocked the champion. And now look at him, wearing away on the knee. These two guys are going to definitely test one another. The thing about these two men, They could each take one another to the deep water if they want to, but they could also end this match in a very quick moment with a sudden strike. Oh my God! Castagnoli off the top rope, and now look at this! Deadlift, gut-wrench suplex. And another one! Will it be a trifecta? Indeed! The Three Amigo gut-wrench suplex by Castagnoli. Head first now, Thatcher into the corner, and here come the European uppercuts. Follows him up with another one, and now look at this, coast to coast. Thatcher is out on his feet. Flying drop kick right there by Castagnoli. That could be enough. Oh, this is it. Well, the crowd counting along as Timothy Thatcher was spun out of his mind right there. He kicked out. Oh, I thought it was over. I am amazed that he was able to kick out from that one. Grapevines the legs and now sits back on a form of the sharpshooter. Referee is right there to ask Thatcher if he wants to give it up. You see him pulling back, putting all that extra torque on the lower back. Smart move indeed by the champion. Double leg takedown, and now Timothy Thatcher with that free fall elbow drop right to the throat almost. Had an idea going outside the ring for a moment, changed his mind. Butterfly suplex done by the champion, nicely executed. Oh, knee strike to the head. Thatcher rolled out of the way just in the nick of time, otherwise the match might have been over. And I think he may have just knocked him out with that right hand. Cesaro able to kick out. From the top rope now, Thatcher comes off with that flying elbow drop. Well, the flying elbow drop is something that I am very familiar with, and I can tell you it puts a lot of people away. Pulling back on the arm. Castagnoli's in trouble. Referee's asking him if he wants to give it up. Well, the title's not on the line right now. Probably wouldn't have been the worst idea if he would have. You lose the match, you're going to still have the title. Why run the risk of doing some serious injury to a rotator cuff? Castagnoli, though, managed to get out of it. Trying to reposition Timothy Thatcher, but he's losing a lot of time in the process. Thatcher just caught him, rolls him up. And another. What is this? That's Buddy Murphy. He got caught, though, for his efforts. Thatcher getting the upper hand. Referee. Oh, look at this. He's going after the arm of Murphy. And now, in the meantime, Castagnoli taking advantage of the distraction. Well, you can't entirely blame him because the referee hadn't called for the bell, but that's going to leave a lot of controversy in this one. The Swiss Superman has him up, plants him. You're going to put an asterisk next to this one, though. I don't care what anyone says. Tremendous action in this match. It was a phenomenal matchup. But I definitely want to see it happen again without the interference. Thatcher managed to survive the giant swing. Many people don't. Not only that, but he came back from behind and almost pulled out a win. Well, when we look at the replays here, we see what we see, but what we did not see was the fact that Murphy got involved in the match. Well, I'm not going to argue with you on that. He definitely got involved. It definitely played a role in the outcome, in my opinion, as well. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Now streaming on the Nation Network, PWI Review and Relive, where along with a panel of experts, we take a deep dive into random issues of some of the most recognizable wrestling magazines in history, where contestants go head-to-head and compete in wrestling knowledge to see who will go on to be the reigning champion. Now streaming on Twitch too. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on the Nation Network. For over 15 years, the Nation Network has brought you the greatest wrestling action anywhere. The best of the past, the present, and the future. And now, with 2K22, we take the next step together as a nation.
Oh, yeah! What you gonna do, man, when the Nation Network runs wild on you?
All right, fans, we are ready for more action here
Following contest is
as we get a look at Bandito making his way down to the ring.
From Mexico, weighing in at 211 pounds, Bandito.
Once again, want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network for Ring of Honor Wrestling Prime Time in the house. Welcome aboard. Bandito's really making his way throughout the North American circuit as of the last several months. Indeed, building quite the reputation. This ought to be another tremendous matchup.
From the edge of reality, weighing in at 222 pounds, Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels, he is a veteran's veteran. He has been around for over 20 years in the world of professional wrestling, has a reputation throughout the world. Indeed, he really cut his teeth in TNA Impact Wrestling, but has been here in Ring of Honor on more than one occasion. Has been recently located in AEW as well, and of course overseas. He's held titles everywhere he's ever wrestled. Indeed, one of the top in-ring performers of this generation, no doubt about it. Referee calls for the bell, and here action begins as they lock up in the middle of the ring. Oh, Bandito with a DDT. Irish whip now sending. Oh, he went into the turnbuckle, but he was able to catch himself, and now Daniels Springboard. Nobody home. Bandito with a DDT. Jumps on top of the cover. Early on, both of these men ready for one another. Christopher Daniels has him now. Out of the corner with a bulldog mitt. Did you see how he drove his head into the canvas? Daniels on the top rope. Got caught. Went for the Hurricane Run and ended up got caught with it and now paying the price. Springboard off the top. Oh, and he got him again. Hooks the leg right in the middle of the ring. Shoulders are down. Christopher Daniels just barely got the shoulders up. You know, we mentioned in the last match the ability to go into the deep water. I can't imagine these two men, the way they're going right now, lasting more than another 5 minutes. Drop kick into the corner and Bandito. This crowd liking what they see. Went for the snapmare, and now Christopher Daniels has some abilities to use his feet as well. Back elbow finds a mark. DDT again. Goes for the quick cover. Will that be enough? Christopher Daniels still has enough left, and he understands where he's at. Kicked out at the right moment. Taking a page out of the book of Christopher Daniels at BME. One-legged drop kick. Hurricane Run, a follow-up. This crowd enjoying every moment of this. Brought up the knees. Christopher Daniels with a Hurricane Run of his own now. Goes for the cover. One count only as Bandito able to kick out very quickly on that one. Irish whip all the way to the floor. He went sailing on that one. Christopher Daniels tried for that roundhouse kick. Bandito able to intercept. Action's out on the floor right now. Let's see what happens here. Throws him into the steel steps. Bandito is timing. Oh my God, all the way down with a double sledgehammer. He had to clear the ring steps as well. Nice move right there. Christopher Daniels might pull one out. 2 counted, almost got the 3 right there, but Bandito right back up on his feet one more time. Irish whip sends him to the ropes, slips underneath Bandito with the Hurricane Runner. Oh my goodness, the senton, hook in the leg. This crowd on its feet right now. We're seeing a lot of high impact action. He's got the ankles locked and gets the win. What an impressive victory for Bandito. Well, we knew this was going to be a tremendous match, and it did not disappoint. And now Christopher Daniels walking over. The code of honor. Both men agree. This is Ring of Honor, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Well, it's time. It's time. It's Nation time. For over 17 years, we have brought you some of the most original content anywhere. And now is your chance to join the nation. Exclusively here on YouTube. Click that subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit the like button when you're watching the videos and hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. We are One Nation.
It is time for our main event, ladies and gentlemen. It is a non-title match featuring the ROH Television Champion, Jay Lethal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal making his way down towards the ring, has some words here for the fans at ringside.
Well, it's a television matchup, and you would think the television champion would put the title up on the line on television, but not tonight.
Well, this was a match that was provoked last week on AEW television. The returning Kenny Omega getting in the face of Jay Lethal, telling him that the only reason he's wearing a championship is because he had to go to the Ring of Honor because he couldn't compete in AEW. Lethal, of course, invited him to be here tonight. He's taking him up on that invitation, and tonight we're going to see it one-on-one. Title not on the line, but you got to think Kenny Omega's been out for a little while. He'd love to get a big win over somebody like Jay Lethal, who's got that name recognition.
And his opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 257 pounds, Kenny Omega.
The return of the cleaner here to Ring of Honor. It's been quite some time since we've seen him.
Kenny Omega, one of the founding members of the Bullet Club, one of the pillars of AEW. And now, coming in here to face the Ring of Honor Television Champion. Referees, wait, hold on just a moment. Oh, look at this. Johnny Dynamite coming down here to ringside. That's John Hannigan.
Well, when you talk about people whose names have circled the globe in professional wrestling, you would have to include his as well. He is no stranger here to Ring of Honor. He has wrestled for Ring of Honor as well as AEW. Hold on just a moment.
Lethal injection to start this match. And Kenny Omega fighting his way back, not to interrupt. Well, it's hard to give credentials and a resume on somebody when a finisher starts the match, but Jay Lethal connected with that thing, but look at this. Well, had it been later in the match, there would be no way Kenny Omega would still be going, but it was the first move. Kenny was fresh. He was able to absorb it, but you got to think it's going to definitely put him at a distant second at this point in the match to Jay Lethal. He'll be fighting an uphill battle, no doubt, to get back into it. Lethal going after the arm, and that's a smart move. If he can take out a shoulder or a bicep, that would make it virtually impossible for Kenny Omega to hit him with that one-winged angel. Driving Lethal into the top turnbuckle, and now the champion is in trouble. Did you hear that? The people in the back row heard it. The people in the parking lot heard it. Cross ankle sweep, nicely done by Jay Lethal. Now following up. Lethal using his feet and his fist to get his job done here. Tremendous knee lift, and Kenny Omega down one more time. Lethal's going up, and he is very comfortable on the top rope. Went for the elbow, overshot the target. When you go to those high-risk maneuvers, that's the risk you run. Jay Lethal just drove him into the turnbuckle, and now Lethal, his attention going to Hannigan here at ringside. I would expect more from a champion. Oh, and look at this. Kenny Omega makes him pay for it. Hannigan has seen enough, and he is heading back to the locker room. How much damage will be inflicted as a result of that distraction? And it should be pointed out, Hannigan didn't do anything. He was just sitting in the chair. Lethal sends him flying down towards the guardrail. Back into the ring. Jay Lethal with a shout out. And now dropping that knee again. Really doing a number on the right arm of Kenny Omega here tonight. Well, to the point we made earlier on tonight, he's trying to take away the ability for Kenny Omega to hit with his finisher here tonight. Missile drop kick connects right to the chest, and Kenny Omega is going to be seeing stars after that one. The champion unloading on him. Nice side hip toss. There's the cutter. Well, that's not the full lethal injection, but it's enough to get the job done. It is enough to get the job done, and that is a massive victory for Jay Lethal here. We're going to take a look back at some of the moments closing this one out. That cutter did the damage, and he wasn't able to respond from it.
Here is your winner, Jay Lethal.
Fans, we saw it all here tonight. What a show. Want to thank you for joining us here live on the Nation Network. We'll be back in the near future with more Ring of Honor Wrestling. So long.